It was difficult to say goodbye to my daughter and son-in-law, but other adventures awaited us. In this episode, we travel north up the California coast and we visit the Monterey Bay area, Big Sur area, and Trinidad in northern California.
We are currently staying at the Moss Landing KOA RV Park in Moss Landing, California. One thing that's kind of nice over where you can kind of see the sunset over there. If you cross over that bridge, there is a little state park and the ocean. There's a nice little beach over there. We enjoyed a pretty sunset there last night. So we'll just walk through here really quickly. The front office right here. Pretty quiet little park. Not a lot of amenities as far as what you might normally find at a KOA. It's called a KOA Express, actually. I think maybe that means there's less to it. Some pretty nice landscaping in some of the sites. This little building over here to the left has a laundry room in it that we did take advantage of. You can see that here is our truck and our Imagine right here. This is our site. We have some trees behind us and paved picnic table. Not too bad.
Our campground was situated close to the marina. Also close by was Phil's Fish Market. The food was excellent. I highly recommend it. It was fun to watch the sea otters play in the Moss Landing harbor. A short walk from our campsite was the Salinas River State Beach. It was a great place to watch the sunset. The next day, we went into Monterey and walked around Cannery Row. This is a popular tourist destination with lots of shops and dining establishments. Afterwards, we walked along the water's edge in Pacific Grove's Marine Gardens Park. From here, you could take the 17-mile drive through Pebble Beach to Carmel. It's a beautiful drive, and the town of Carmel is a neat little town. We didn't do it this time. We had other things to do, like visiting Big Sur. The waters off of Big Sur are a deep blue to turquoise in color. The bluffs are covered in succulents with flowers of many different colors. A popular stop in Big Sur is the Bixby Bridge. It is a reinforced concrete bridge that sits 280 feet above the Bixby Creek. Our final stop was McWay Falls, an 80-foot tall waterfall that falls directly into the Pacific Ocean. After leaving the Monterey Bay area, we headed north to Trinidad, California. You can see here us hiking the Trinidad Head. It's a nice hike with views of the Pacific Ocean and Trinidad Harbor.
So we're spending just this one night at this Sounds of the Sea RV park, and so far this is actually one of my favorite parks that we've stayed in. And you can see that by the sea that right across from the park, there you have it. And supposedly the sounds part comes from a sea lion colony that lives down there on the beach. We haven't heard them and we haven't explored that, but I am really kind of wishing that we were staying more than one night. So this is the entrance to the park here. Not a super big park. And I will say that some of the sites do seem nicer than others. I reserved our spot several months ago, so I was able to choose a pretty primo spot. As a matter of fact, I feel like that we got, I think, the best one that might be there, or at least one of the best. Here's the office. It was kind of a self-check-in just because of COVID, but it was really smooth. On the door, they just had a paper with our name and where our site was, and just all the rules and regulations. Wi-Fi is a little sketchy. They do have a free no password, but it doesn't work great, so I wouldn't plan on doing a whole lot of work around here. I'm just seeing there's some bathrooms there. Haven't checked those out. Oh, they say closed, and I do remember reading that, and that's COVID related as well. You can probably see or imagine down here on the end. I would definitely stay here again, especially if I could get this site again. Just lots of room between us and the neighbors. That we have this whole really just nice area over here. And all of the sites back here, I believe there's about maybe 5 or 6 sites back here, have this little deck area and a fire pit. There's also another little platform over here with some couple chairs there. This is a nice little spot to sit. And then just through those trees is the ocean. So again, Sounds of the Sea RV Park in Trinidad, California. And I definitely like this one of my favorites so far.
This is our awesome site. If we only had a cornhole set, we got the perfect place to play it right here. Here, I'll go all the way up to the front of our site. I guess this board right here marks the front of our site. This is it. It's huge. I think it's pretty awesome. Oh, look at her. Here it goes. Look at that. Yeah, well, now you're going to eat that. You're sticking it all over the side of the thing. Here, put it on your sandwich now.
No, that's a ruined one. My sandwich.